Hello everybody, this is Sci-Fi Junk yet again on this lovely, wonderful Sunday afternoon. And I got a lovely, wonderful question for you guys. Did you know our lovely, wonderful current president was a Democrat? And he potentially switched. Now, as far as I understand, and from what I've read a couple places, where he literally had to switch parties so he can be president with the the 2016 election. He literally, from what I understand, he literally had to switch parties so he could actually be president. No? I'll tell you what. I found a lovely, wonderful article right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this article in the description so you can actually read this on your own time, for your own reading pleasure, or whatever you call it. Reading pleasure. Now, right here. It's true. Donald Trump was a Democrat. This was last updated June 10th, 2020. Imagine that was this year. And so yeah, he was a Democrat. Now, turns out you don't have to look very far to find evidence of that Trump was or wasn't always a conservative Republican. And in fact, he was a Democrat for more than 8 years in the 2000s, according to New York Times voter records, which was made public by his 2016 campaign. So he made this public that he was a Democrat. And he even says right here, he even owns up to his years with the other party and told in 2004 that he identified as with Democrats during that time because they were not more adept. They weren't adapted to handle the economy. Imagine that. Imagine that. Of course, this is right here. It says he also has been registered with the Independent Party as an independent. So he's been all over the place. And then right here it says this is the kicker. He was the Democrat longer than he was a Republican. He was given more money. Let's see. He was a Democrat longer than he was a Republican. He's given more money to the Democrats than he has to the Republicans. And that includes... Oh, crap. No. That includes Hillary Clinton that he sent money to, his own opponent. The very person he was up against, he sent money to. Now, just let that sink in for a little bit. So when you're telling the Democrats to fight for this election, and then you're writing on Donald Trump for not conceding and stuff like that, he's doing the very thing that you're telling him to do, because he identifies as Democrat. He's only playing as a Republican because 2016 there was already a Democrat. You guys very well know her. She's the one who was complaining about how the race was rigged and everything, or complained about the race too, and never accepted the fact that she got beat. She also had a thing about personal email or personal email server that stuff just happened to just leak out of it in one form or another. Yeah. So when you're telling the Democrats to fight for the election, don't forget the one that's already a president is really a Democrat playing as a Republican. He's only registered as a Republican because he couldn't go in as a Democrat. With that being said, don't have too much fun. Or at least try not to. And have a lovely, wonderful day. Or at least try to.